Um, Today, we're going to be using StatEdit to create equations. And I've noticed that a lot of the times when y'all are taking the STAR test, there's a lot of tables that you could just easily do StatEdit and calculate. But you have to know the difference between linear, quadratic, and exponential. So like on the STAR test, it'll say this linear table shows what function, or this quadratic table, or this exponential function. So you have to read for your keyword, and I'm just going to show you these 3 examples, and then you have 12 to complete on your own. So what we're going to do today, first thing I'm going to do is actually clear my calculator. Okay, we're going to go stat edit. So y'all have done this. This is nothing new. And since this one is linear, we're going to type in our x's, 3, 2, 0, and -2. And then we're going to type in our y's, 7, 4, -2, and -8. And then we go stat over to calc. And since this says linear, we're looking for linear, which is number 4. So you can hit the button number 4. When I hit 4, it pops up with that, and you're going to hit enter until you get down to calculate, and then you hit enter, and it will pop up with an equation, and all you have to do is plug in A and plug in B. So for this problem, my equation is going to be y equals, for A, I got 3, and then I keep x. For B, I got -2. And that's all you're doing today. You're just practicing the buttons in the calculator. But I am going to add on this one, linear is number 4 in the calculator. Okay, for quadratic, okay, I'm going to clear my calculator again so I don't have to clear the list. So it might help if you clear every time. Now we're going to do stat, edit, and I'm going to type in my table, 0, 1, 2, 3. Excuse me. And then we're going to type in our y's, -3, 0, 5, and 12. Okay, we're going to go to stat. We're going to move over to calculate, but this one says it's quadratic. So I'm going to cursor down and look, there's quadratic. It's number 6. Number 5. Can't count. All you have to do, again, you can go to 5 and hit enter, or you can just press number 5 and then hit enter until you get to calculate, and then hit enter. And this one pops up, you have A, B, and C that you're plugging in. So you just have to plug in A, plug in B, and plug in C, and then keep everything else the same. So this equation is y equals 1x squared plus 2x minus 3, because that's my A, B, and C. Okay, for my last equation, I'm going to clear one more time because I need to do different things now. So stat, edit. I'm going to type in my x's, 0, 1, 2, and 3. And I'm going to type in my y's, 1, 2, 4, and 8. I'm going to hit stat and go over to calc. Now this one can be tricky. When you're on the STAR test, remember you're going to have the older calculator, so you can't see as much in the screen. So you just have to keep cursoring down. All you can see is to number 7 on the old ones. So just keep cursoring down. And if you look, 0 is exponential. So you need to hit 0, and then you're going to cursor down to calculate and hit enter. And then this one pops up with a times b to the x. So I'm going to write it just a little bit differently. I'm going to put y equals, I'm going to put a, which is 1, parentheses. I don't want to put the dot sign because I might have decimals. So I'm going to put b in parentheses and then always to the x power. And then that's my equation for exponential. Okay, now remember, for quadratic, we use number 5, and for exponential, we use number 0. You can either move to them and write the number and hit enter on the number, or you can just press 5, 4, or 0, and it will work. Okay, so now all you have to do is try some on your own. Make sure you're paying close attention to the word at the top so you know which number to use, and you are just today coming up with equations. It's all calculator work. If you have any questions, let me know.